Hi everyone, TechSphere here, and today we're taking a look at the PowerBeats Pro 2. I'll show you all the best features, some tips and tricks, and just in general how to get the most out of these new earbuds. So quickly we'll go through the unboxing and then I'll show you all the tips and tricks. So the packaging isn't very premium, it's a more eco-friendly cardboard box, nothing crazy, and inside you get the earphones in their case up top, and then you get 5 ear tip sizes, an extra small, a large, and an extra large with the medium pre-installed on your earbuds. And these are the most ear tip sizes Apple or Beats have included with any of their devices. And it does not come with a USB-C charging cable. You can buy that in a bundle, but I would recommend just using one that you probably already have around the house already. Now these do come in 4 colors. There's jet black, quicksand, which I have here, hyper purple, and electric orange, which are pretty cool colors. And the original PowerBeats Pro only came in black. So it's nice to see those color options. And here you can see the color comparison to the Beats Fit Pro in their dark gray case. I do like this quicksand color a little bit better, and it does have a nice matte texture. As you can see, not too much reflection. And here you can see the case size also compared to the Beats Fit Pro. And then I'll have my AirPods Pro 2, and you can see how much bigger it is than those. And then I also have my AirPods 4 in an ESR case, which kind of blends in with the table, but you can see that these PowerBeats Pro 2 are still a much bigger case, even if it's significantly smaller than the original PowerBeats Pro. So still going to be bulky in your pocket, probably a little bit better for a gym bag, which I think does make sense because these are really designed to fit in a gym bag and go with you to the gym and things like that. Now these are compatible with Apple and Beats, and it does have Apple's H2 chip, which is the same chip that you're going to find in the AirPods Pro 2, which is nice to see. And with your Apple devices, that means you have one-touch pairing, you have automatic switching between your different Apple devices, you have audio sharing, hands-free Siri, and Find My support, which we'll get into. So all you have to do is open up the case, and then it should pop up on your Apple device. And if you don't, you may just have to move them closer together or open them, close the case a little bit more, or charge them if it's not popping up. You can see here, I'll just go ahead and click connect. And it'll register it with your iCloud. Or if you have an Android phone, you can do the same one-touch process, but then you can also control it with the Beats app. Okay, so here are the earbuds, and you can see that they do kind of look like insects with their legs folded up inside this case. I hope I didn't scare you with that image, but you can see what these look like. They are very slender and very lightweight, which is a nice change from the first generation of PowerBeats Pro. So when you're taking a look at these earbuds, both are identical in terms of the button options, and you have basically 3 buttons. You have this Beats logo, which is a button itself, and then you have a volume rocker up top with both a plus and a minus. And both of these earbuds have the same controls, and they both have 3 microphones as well, the same identical microphones as the AirPods Pro 2, which is good to see. So the controls for the main Beats button are as follow. If you click it once, it'll play or pause. Twice, we'll skip forward. 3 times, we'll skip backwards. And then you can tap and hold, and you can customize what this does. And then of course, your volume buttons up and down make your volume go up and down. Now, if you want to configure these button settings or any other settings on this device, you can go into your settings and they should pop up top, but if not, you go into your Bluetooth and then you can see them. And from there, you can customize the name of them. You also have some manual controls. You can see the battery of the earbuds as well as the case. And then you can control what tapping and holding on the button does. So by default, it rotates through the different noise control options. But you can also have it activate Siri if you want, such as maybe you have Siri activated with a long press of the left button. And on the right earbud, you have it switched through your noise control. But you can do whatever you want. And this will customize what happens when you tap and hold on the button. It'll go from off to transparency to noise cancellation. Now, typically I only use transparency and the noise cancellation mode, so I typically just have these 2 selected, and so tapping and holding will switch between these 2 modes. So you need at least 2 to switch through, but you can have up to 3 as well. Now, you also have the ability to control what happens with this button during calls. So if you're getting a phone call, by default, pressing it once will answer the call, but then you can change what happens when you press it once again, and if you press it twice. So the default setting is mute and unmute when you press it once, and then pressing it twice will end the call. Now I think intuitively I would think that one button would end the call, but actually by default it just mutes and unmutes, but you can switch that if you want. Now this is also where you're going to turn the heart rate sensor on or off. So if you ever have a problem with the heart rate sensor, you'll want to come into here and manually make sure this is turned on. And you have a few more options if you want to customize these. I typically don't do anything with these, but if you find that these aren't fitting you very well, you can do an ear tip fit test to help you get the best seal for your ears. Now, if you ever want to put these into pairing mode so that you can connect it to another device, such as a Garmin running watch or a Kindle for listening to audiobooks, you can go ahead and do that by holding this button up front. And you'll see this white flash white. And when it flashes white, that means it's in pairing mode. And then you can go into your Bluetooth settings and select it. And it should connect, and you should be good to go to use these PowerBeats Pro with other devices such as a Kindle, a Garmin watch, or any other Bluetooth device. I'm going to go ahead and disconnect those. Now, if you want to further customize your settings on the go, you can swipe down from the top right-hand corner of your device to get into Control Center, and there's a couple options you can do from here. If you tap this AirPlay button, you'll see that the device will show up as an option. So this is how you can switch from your earbuds back to your iPhone, or if you have another pair of earbuds, you can switch to those. Also, if someone else wants to tap into what you're playing, such as another friend with a pair of AirPods or Beats, you can click this share audio, and then they can connect those earbuds to your device. So for instance, I could also connect a second pair of earbuds and share the same music. I've actually never been in a situation when I needed this myself, but for road trips growing up, this definitely would have been cool to have. Now you can also long press your volume slider, and here you get a couple options. One is to switch between your off, your transparency, and your noise cancellation mode if you want to do that manually. But again, you can also tap and hold on the Beats button to change those. And then you'll also have settings for spatialized stereo audio. This will make it sound kind of three-dimensional like surround sound. This will make it that your device that you're playing music from will be the center. So if you turn your head, the sound will sound like it's coming from your device and not from the earphones, which is a cool effect, kind of emulating like you're in a movie theater or there's an actual physical instrument in front of you that when you turn your head, the instrument stays where it is, or you can just turn it off. These are kind of fun to play with, especially for movies and also for music. Now, if you want to add a battery widget to your home screen, you can do that so you can see the battery level. So you can tap and hold and click edit and click add widget. And then you can scroll down to batteries and you can see your different options. So you can do one that is granular so you can see all of your widget options, or you can get these that don't show as many options and don't give the text. And this one, which just shows the icons. But let's say that you wanted this one, tap and hold, and then you can drag it onto your home screen, just like that. And if you want to resize and make this actually bigger and turn it into that one with the full text, you can do that. Now you can actually get 45 hours of playback with a single charge between the case and the earbuds, or 36 hours with active noise cancellation turned on, or 10 hours of continuous playback on just the earbuds, or 8 hours with active noise cancellation turned on. But 5 minutes of charging in the case will get you about 1.5 hours of playtime, which is really great. Now, because it is USB-C, that means you can charge it from your various devices, such as an iPhone or an iPad. So I'll go ahead and plug this case into my iPhone, and you can see the little battery indicator pop up. You can see that the case is charging, as well as the earbuds, all from my iPhone. So if you ever need to top up your charge, you can do that from your iPad, from your iPhone, from your Mac, or just from a regular USB wall charger. So that's a really handy feature if you're on the go. This also supports wireless charging, which is fantastic. You just put this on a wireless charging pad and you're good to go to start charging. Now, heart rate is one of the big features of these new earbuds, and you can see the heart rate receiver on the earbud, and they're on both. Now, if you use this with an Apple Watch, your Apple Watch will take priority over the heart rate. This is only if you don't have it connected to an Apple Watch or a device with a better heart rate sensor. So by default, this will be tracking and this will be turned on. And if you want to monitor this in real time, you can go into the Health app, go down to Browse and Heart, and you can actually see your heart rate in real time. You can see mine's a little bit high right now, but you can see it jumping around, and this will give you your real-time heart rate. Now, if you want to share this with other devices, you're going to go into Sharing, and then Apps, and then you can choose your apps, Strava, for instance, and you want to make sure that Read is turned on for heart rate. Now, if you want to connect your Beats to a piece of fitness equipment, such as a treadmill, to get the heart rate from your Beats, first thing you want to do is make sure that both your Beats are actually in your ear. And then you're going to tap the Beats button twice and hold until you hear the sound. And then it should show up on your fitness device and you can select your earbuds and it will disconnect when you end the workout. And lastly, I want to show you the tracking capabilities in the Find My app. So if you go into the Find My app, you'll be able to see your PowerBeats Pro there in your list of devices. And if you click on it, it gives you two options. Basically, it'll give you directions to the address that it is at, or you can play a sound and it'll play a loud beeping sound from the headphones until you tell it to stop. Now, unfortunately, this does not have the robust features of the AirPods Pro 2 that let you actually find it using its nearby location like an AirTag. It does not support that. And there's also not the lost mode. So it's a little bit limited in that regard. Now these are also IPX4 sweat and water resistant, which means that it'll handle some light splashes, but you shouldn't submerge them. But running in the rain and getting them sweaty should be just fine. But make sure you dry them off as best you can before you put them back in the case. So that's about it for this tips and tricks video. Let me know if you have any questions about these earbuds down in the comments. I'll leave links if you want to purchase this, and thank you so much for watching.